Okay, in this video, we're going to find the derivative of logarithm functions. And so we start off with the sort of the essential here is that the derivative of ln x is 1 over x. Now this leads to the chain rule involving exponential functions. If I have y equals ln u, where u is a function of x, then dy dx is equal to 1 over u times u prime. This could be also written as u prime over u. We could possibly make this a little bit longer by writing this as ln u of x. So we get 1 over u of x, u prime of x, like that, if you feel like expressing it as u of x, meaning, so u is a function of x when I'm using this chain rule. Okay, but maybe I don't want to do that, just leave it the way I had it. Okay, so for this one right here, y prime, let's go ahead and do this. The derivative of y prime is 1 over u, but this is u, x squared plus 1, the part I'm circling now, that's u, so we write 1 over x squared plus 1, and then we multiply by the derivative of that inside function, and that's 2x. And so you can write 2x over x squared plus 1. So the pattern of the composition and derivative is, if I have ln x squared plus 1, I put the x squared plus 1 in the bottom and the derivative on the top. So you can really just get right to that. And so this is following what I wrote down here. The derivative of ln u is 1 over u times u prime, or u prime of x over u of x. For this one over here, we could just go right to it. Y prime is 1 over u, and I'll put 1 minus 2x in the denominator. And then the derivative of this u is negative 2. Why is that? Well, the derivative of 1 is 0. Derivative of negative 2x is negative 2. And so we just sort of get on a roll doing this. Y prime is what? Well, it's 1 over u, and that's cosine x. And then the derivative of cosine x is negative sine x. And then we have a identity that equals negative tan x. And then just continuing, y prime here is 1 over secant x, put secant x in the denominator, times the derivative of that input, or that inner function, the derivative of u equals secant x. Well, that's secant x tan x, which is tan x. I mean, and also we see that there's a connection between these two derivatives. Well, cosine x is related to secant x by secant x is the reciprocal tangent x. That shows up with that negative there. Okay, but that's a good little introduction or little overview of derivative logarithm when we have a composition. Okay, so that's all.